So what if I told you that you could literally rewire your brain in just 15 minutes a day? Seriously. Today, we're going to dive into a super simple, science-backed method that's all about shifting your mind from a state of constant knee-jerk reaction to one of calm, focused awareness. Let's get right into it. First, let me ask you something. Do you ever feel like your mind is just running the show? You find yourself reacting impulsively, getting stuck in these loops of stress or anxiety, and it feels like you're not really in the driver's seat? If that sounds even a little familiar, it's because, well, most of us spend our days living on autopilot. So let's break down this internal battle that's happening inside all of us. On one side, you've got what we can call the reactive mind. This is your impulsive, anxious, quick-to-blame side. But on the other side, there's your discerning intellect, that part of you that's aware, calm, and thoughtful. The entire goal of this practice is pretty simple. We want to strengthen that discerning side and make it our new default setting. Okay, so how do we actually make that shift? The key is a really simple daily anchor practice. It's built around something called the Mangalacharn mantra, and it's designed to be incredibly easy to start no matter how crazy your schedule is. So what does this routine actually look like? It's so simple and it kind of frames your entire day. You start the second you wake up, just repeat the mantra. You're setting a positive intention before the day's chaos even has a chance to begin. Then, right in the middle of that morning ritual, you anchor yourself with just a few minutes of mindful breathing. And to finish, you close your day the exact same way you started, repeating the mantra right before you go to sleep to clear your mind. That's it. It's a 15-minute commitment that literally brackets your day with intention and awareness. Now, that mindful breathing part, it is absolutely key to grounding yourself in the present. It's really about noticing three simple things. First, you just feel the flow of the air moving in and out of your body. Then, you tune into the actual physical sensation. Maybe it's the coolness in your nostrils or the way your chest rises and falls. And finally, you just observe the natural rhythm of your breath without judging it or trying to change it. This simple act literally pulls you out of your racing thoughts and plants you right back in the present moment. And what is this mantra all about? Well, it's basically a series of positive intentions, both for yourself and for everyone around you. It includes beautiful phrases like, "May there be happiness for all," and "May there be peace for all." Just repeating this helps you cultivate qualities like humility, kindness, and openness. Now, I know this might sound like a kind of ancient spiritual practice, and it is, but what's so cool is that it's also totally grounded in modern science. The consistency of this practice literally, physically rewires your brain. The science behind this whole thing is a concept called neuroplasticity. It's this incredible discovery that our brains aren't fixed. They aren't set in stone. They can actually reorganize themselves by forming new connections based on what we repeatedly do and think. So the big takeaway here is that this practice isn't just some feel-good exercise. You are literally changing the physical structure of your brain. How cool is that? Think about it like this. Every single time you do this 15-minute routine, you're strengthening new neural pathways. It's like paving a new road in your brain. And over time, this consistent, dedicated effort builds what the source calls a new mental center. This is your discerning intellect getting stronger, making calm and awareness your new go-to state instead of reaction and anxiety. The source material gives this brilliant analogy for this. Think about cleaning a really dirty floor. The shine was always there, right? It was just covered by layers and layers of dirt. In the exact same way, this consistent inner practice doesn't create peace. It simply clears away all the mental clutter to reveal the calm and the clarity that's already inside you. Okay, so the practice is simple. The science is solid. But let's be real, we all know the hardest part of any new habit is just sticking with it. The source actually identifies 8 hidden barriers that always get in our way, and just knowing what they are is the first crucial step to overcoming them. And these barriers, they pop up everywhere. You have skenskaras. These are your deep-seated past habits that whisper, "I can't change." Then there's your analyzing intellect trying to rationalize with, this won't work. And of course, the physical body complaining, "I'm too tired." Your ego might hate being a beginner, while your emotional mind just gets distracted by a million other things. This framework is awesome because it helps you pinpoint exactly where your personal roadblocks are coming from so you can actually deal with them. And look, if you think your personal barriers are just too big to overcome, the source shares this incredibly powerful story. A participant with extreme physical challenges from Parkinson's disease maintained this exact practice consistently for over 6 months. It's just a profound reminder that often the only real obstacles are the excuses we tell ourselves. So, what does this journey actually look like in practice? The source recommends a minimum commitment to frame the whole process and make the goal feel totally tangible and achievable. 5 weeks. That's the magic number. It's the perfect amount of time to not only build the habit, but more importantly, to uncover which of those hidden barriers are your personal roadblocks. Think of it as a period of self-discovery. And the journey is gradual, which is great. Week 1 is purely about one thing: showing up. Just build the routine. During weeks 2 and 3, you become a detective, just noticing which of those barriers are popping up for you. By week 4, the magic starts to happen. You'll actually catch yourself reacting less and responding more thoughtfully. And by week 5, you'll start to feel that fundamental shift. That discerning intellect is becoming your new home base. And what's the big payoff for all this consistency? I mean, it's not just about feeling a little bit calmer. We are talking about lasting inner peace, a real, measurable reduction in stress and anxiety, better emotional regulation, making smarter decisions in your life, and just an overall heightened sense of clarity. The whole shebang. So in the end, it all comes down to a single choice made every single day. This transformation from a reactive mind to a discerning intellect doesn't happen overnight. It's built in these small, 15-minute chunks of intention. The only question left is, will you make that choice for yourself? Thanks for tuning in.